So we just finished listening to Kim Porter's tell-all book as a family. Now within that video, it was over an hour long. She revealed so many things about her relationship with Diddy and how he truly behaved. His narcissism, how he did anything it took to get his way, even unaliving people. Now a lot of people are saying that this book is alleged. You can come to your own conclusion. We all have individual free-thinking minds. So that's up to you whether you think it's alleged or not, but the book in itself is very revealing, and it is very crazy that there are even reports from 2005 that align with what is being told in that book. Now, within that book, she revealed how when they did break up, and she did start intermingling with different men, different producers, multiple times, not just one time, not just two times, more than two times, the individuals that she was messing with ended up dead just from some random pneumonia or whatever disease it was, randomly. Now, that doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. You can think about that yourself. And even in this memoir, she said she even felt as if she could possibly be the next individual that Diddy would do this to. Now, she ended up passing before she was able to publicly release her tell-all book, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't written by her, and that doesn't mean that someone didn't have it. I'm wondering, we need more evidence, we need more information about Kim Porter's death, because this is a huge thing, especially with Diddy being in jail right now and this being such a close individual to Diddy. She would happen to know some of the most deepest and darkest secrets of his. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this video. It says new footage proves Diddy unalived Kim Porter in a sick way. Let's hear what evidence they bring.
Y'all, some new footage just leaked of Diddy and Kim Porter, and it looks like Diddy treated Kim worse than we thought. We have known for a long time that Diddy treated Kim horribly when they were together and even after they broke up. And multiple sources have spoken over this through the years about how Diddy treated Kim behind the scenes. But it's not anything compared to the new footage that just leaked, because it's really bad. The video kind of proves that Diddy might have had a hand in Kim Porter's passing. So y'all better sit down for this, because the video just might be the ticket that sends Diddy to jail. Okay, so we've been following Diddy's story for a long time now, and you probably Diddy to jail.
Man just look like a creep. Why does he look like that, man?
Okay, so we've been following Diddy's story for a long time now, and you probably already know all the rumors about how Diddy allegedly unalived Kim Porter. Now, for one, multiple sources who knew Diddy and Kim have revealed that Diddy used to put hands on her, leave her roughed up. This report from 2005 revealed that Diddy once broke her nose. The report said Diddy Combs' girlfriend, Kim Porter, was left with a broken nose after the couple argued on Combs' yacht in Saint-Tropez. Combs flew in a specialist plastic surgeon from Geneva after the accident. Porter has since claimed that she hurt her face after she banged her nose on the table. According to Gene Deal, Kim eventually got sick and tired of his behavior, and she started fighting back. She even reportedly sent him to the ER on one occasion.
One night, when they were at home, at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital.
They eventually broke up after Diddy started cheating on her with
Wow, this is a wild photo right here. This right here is a wild photo. We seen the video of what he did to Cassie, and then now we're just putting the pieces together as to what happened with Kim Porter.
For a long time, people believed that Diddy allegedly unalived Kim because she was writing a tell-all book about him that would have exposed everything. While that probably had something to do with it, Jaguar Wright also made an interesting comment about how Diddy allegedly got mad at Kim because Kim gave Cassie some useful information that Cassie was able to leverage to get her out of the toxic relationship with Diddy. And Jaguar claimed that Kim had a heart-to-heart talk with Cassie just before she passed away, supposedly from pneumonia.
Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us. And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now. Kim was smart, wasn't she, Cassie? Kept you alive and kept you safe. Congratulations on surviving and congratulations on standing up.
And when Kim unfortunately passed away a few months after Cassie left Diddy, Jaguar was one of the first people to call BS on the official pronunciation of pneumonia.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And
the one thing about Miss Jaguar Wright is she is always going to stand on big business, especially when it comes to Diddy. But she wasn't the only one who thought that Diddy allegedly unalived Kim, because Kim's first baby daddy, Al B. Sure, also hinted that he thought that Diddy allegedly did something to Kim. He made a
and then even Al B. Sure, pretty sure he ended up passing away. Within the memoir, we also mentions how he ended up unaliving Biggie because he left Diddy's record label. And then his mom confronted Diddy like, yo, I know you did it. Stop lying. The way he does it, it's not like they over here getting a hood dude to come up and shoot him in the face and leave. No, it's very silent. They just put a little poison in whatever food they're about to eat by some unrecognizable face, a regular pedestrian, and then next thing you know, a week later, they have some condition that they're passing away.
Cryptic post on Instagram that said, I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS. We just celebrated our son's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health as well, laughing, seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater. I'm going to leave it here. Hashtag don't let the love songs fool you. The fact that he tagged Diddy and then this hashtag? Yeah, I'll be sure 100% believe that Diddy took Kim out. Now, I'll be sure also hinted that Kim was unalived when he posted a throwback picture of them and wrote, she sent me this saying, life imitating art, art imitates life. Now it all makes sense. She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said, call the FBI. The interesting part about this is that Al B. Sure went into a coma shortly after speaking on this, and he almost died. And when he woke up from the coma, he never spoke on the topic again. Suspicious, don't you think? Well,
Put your thinking cap on.
Jaguar Wright also made an interesting comment about Kim's passing as well as the timing of Al B. Sure's coma.
Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
Y'all, that's not all. Y'all remember those federal indictment documents that the feds leaked on Diddy, right? Well, it turns out that the FBI was allegedly looking.
I'm not gonna lie, who's the creator of these videos? Miss T. Okay, Miss T. The background music is typed loud though, but
into Kim's death, and they stopped her family from filing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy because they were already investigating him for that. According to the documents, they all have been contacted by the FBI, and 3 family members and 6 friends have been interviewed already and have been told to stay quiet. According to Kim's ex, Cassie told lawyers upon filing her own lawsuit against Diddy that she had information about the death of Kim Porter, and she has proof of the reason why Kim was murdered. Another part of the document showed that the feds had a lot of questions about Kim's passing. It didn't make sense. The document said when Kim passed, there were questions about the manner in which she died. If they are going to say that it was pneumonia and that she passed peacefully in sleep, then why was there blood located on Kim's pillowcases? Also, a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor that led to the bathroom. Why hasn't this been mentioned? It continued, Kim was not found unresponsive in bed. She was discovered on the bathroom floor. If they found her in the bed, then she was strategically placed there. Kim was not found by so-called housemates. That's a lie too. She was being supervised by a medical professional that was handpicked by Sean. Also, the last call Kim made was to 911 at 2:43 a.m., but Kim was found passed away later in the morning around 11 a.m. According to Kimora Simmons. Yeah, so the feds have been looking into this for a long time, and it's likely they took it slow because they wanted to bring those charges in addition to other charges, which would make it easier for them to get
and let's just say this is true. Let's just say this is true. Imagine how demonic and satanic of an individual you have to be to unalive the mother of your children, of your twins and son. Come on. Just to save your name, whatever it is, bro. Come on.
And sent Diddy to jail for a long time. Now let's talk about Kim Porter's book, cause listen, that book has been causing a whole lot of drama these past couple of months. First off, we know there was a book because multiple sources have confirmed this. Interestingly though, when Kim passed, her home was reportedly ransacked, and her laptop where the book was stored, as well as her physical notes, were all stolen. And to this day, we have never seen the full copy of the book. This had people speculating that a very powerful person who got exposed in the book didn't want it to see the light of day, and he put out a hit on Kim. Y'all want to guess one name that has come up in this conversation? Of course, it's Diddy. Now, even though we haven't seen the book in full, some snippets have leaked to the media that showed just how deeply Diddy was featured in the book. According to this snippet of the things in the book covering Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, the STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being impregnated by Diddy, and of course, she had a termination, the beating she took pushing him down the steps in 2007, just a whole lot. But that's not even all of it, because a couple of weeks ago, some new pages from the book leaked, and they confirmed that Diddy allegedly put hands on Kim. The leaked pages told the story of Diddy being jealous because another man sent Kim flowers. Even though they were no longer together, Kim wrote, "He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up to read it. He slapped me so hard I hit the ground. Sean yelled, 'Who were you with the other night?' I looked down at the card that was lying on the ground next to me, and it read, 'The other night was amazing. You must do it again.' I tried to explain. 'Sean, he threw the flowers at me. That's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it.' She continued. I pleaded with him. 'Sean, please.' He yelled at me. 'What?' I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know. It didn't come up. You're probably dating someone else, so he screamed at me. And it somehow seemed even more intense. 'So you didn't tell him to back off?' 'Sean, I didn't.' And then out of nowhere, he hit me with the chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in a hospital room. My arm was in a cast, hanging from a sling. My face hurt. My eyebrow was in immense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was of the man that put me there. After putting her in the hospital, he then forced her to tell people that she had been in a car crash. She wrote, "He spoke blandly with no energy and told them what? That you had a car accident. The pity that you hit your head. He was going to make me look crazy. They were going to believe him. He was a kingpin. You're a bastard." Sean spent the next 6 months helping me heal and working his way back into my life and into my bed. I was so stupid. And of course, I wasn't cast for either movie. From what I understand, the producer died of pneumonia. Now, first off, this is very suspicious how this producer died of pneumonia. Just like...
So the producer is the guy that she was with that night, and he ends up dying from pneumonia. He got some magic poison that makes people die from pneumonia, it seems like.
Kim did. Also, this snippet backed up Cassie's claims about how Diddy would force her to lie about her injuries to protect himself. It's wild how everyone seems to have the same stories when it comes to Diddy. At some point, you gotta wonder if anybody's lying. And right now, it doesn't look like it's the women that were lying. Okay, so y'all know how I said that the feds are probably going to bring some charges on Kim's death against Diddy, in addition to the 1,000,001 charges he's already facing? A word in the streets is that the feds allegedly found footage of Diddy putting hands on Kim and allegedly threatening to unalive her and make her disappear. Again, this lines up with everything we've seen about Diddy so far. Cassie, Lil Rod, and Don Richards all alleging in their lawsuits that Diddy bragged about how he could make people disappear. Lil Rod even revealed that Diddy had bragged about how he had allegedly unalived people and gotten away with it, and how he could do it again. Y'all, Diddy found himself into some big trouble because this alleged truth is coming all the way out. And when that video of him and Kim gets played in court, it's going to look even worse. I just wonder how his sons are going to feel when all this comes out in court, especially his kids with Kim, Quincy, Christian, and the twins. The sons are currently showing up to support him. My heart breaks when they eventually realize what happened to their mom. The fans have been commenting and they've been all
One
over.
thing is also Quincy though, the light skinned son, because that was Al B. Shore's son. That was Kim Porter's and Al B. Shore's son, and you know, it's seeming as if allegedly that Diddy took out Kim Porter and Al B. Shore, which is both of Quincy's parents. So now at this point, I'm wondering if he just doesn't believe that Diddy did that, and he just doesn't buy it, or he kind of knows it, but for the same reason that so many people have stood silent, is just for the fact that, one, he's getting his lifestyle provided for by Diddy, and two, mans is not trying to get unalived. It's not trying to happen. So those are two reasons that could be. Either he just doesn't believe it, or he does. He knows it back in, like, deep in his heart, in the back of his mind, and he's just gonna act like he doesn't.
Saying stuff like, so I just learned that not only was Kim Porter obviously murdered by Diddy, but apparently the autopsy person who initially ruled it in a homicide also mysteriously died. And then the ruling was mysteriously thrown out and changed to death by pneumonia. I hope Diddy dies in prison. I'm more interested in the truth about the relationship with Diddy, Kim Porter, and Al B. Shore. Talk about a real sinister conspiracy. I can bet money that Diddy most likely killed Kim Porter. And Kim Porter's story is devastating. And I'm really proud of Cassie for learning from that woman's fate and controlling her narrative. Sean Combs is a monster and used his power to manipulate people and control them. Many never thought we'd see the day he'd be held accountable. Y'all, every day it's something new. So I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe because I got to know what y'all think about.
Family, realistically speaking, after watching this video, and if you haven't watched the memoir of Kim Porter's tell-all book, I'd highly suggest you do that. It's very interesting. There's more than just the relationship between her and Diddy, but all the people that Diddy has brought into bed, all the people that Kim Porter believed that Diddy unalived, that she allegedly actually heard Diddy setting people up like Biggie. It just gets very, very in-depth. And the things that are mentioned within that memoir aren't things that are like very far-fetched, because we see how it aligns with things that we hear from like different reports, video footage of Cassie. Now we hear that, you know, Diddy broke her nose, which is very reasonable. The fact of the matter is that Diddy lives in a certain paradigm. Well, he has lived in a certain paradigm where he has so much money and connections that he can literally get away with doing a lot of things. He could break her nose and then order a plastic surgeon the next day to fix that shit up. And then tell her, say it's an accident, just because he has that control over her. And she, you know, she's bought in. I'm gonna be honest, Kim Porter has bought into the lifestyle multiple times. We can't just disregard that fact also. We can't disregard, you know, she liked him for, you know, his fame and money. She liked the individual. She went back multiple times, but at the same time, Diddy was very manipulative and didn't let her leave, because he knew if she was to leave, if her loyalty was to leave for me, then all hell will break loose. For me, my name, my career, and the whole 9 yards, because he knows that people will definitely believe Kim Porter just for the fact that she's had his children. She spent a lot of time with him. So comment down below what y'all think about this entire situation. Which way are you guys leading to? Do you think she passed away from pneumonia? Or do you think there was definitely a more sinister backstory to it involving Diddy and him not wanting to get his name blasted for everything that he's done? Comment that down below. I enjoy reading your comments, or any other thoughts or opinions you have of the entire situation. I really do enjoy reading your comments. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.